Good morning, folks, or good afternoon, good evening, whatever time of day it is in your proximity to the polls. I'm back. It's been a little while, but I figured it's time to get things rolling again. As you can see, I've made a couple of adjustments here. I have a plastic rose, courtesy of Dollarama, in the corner. That was for an actual person, but that didn't work out, so I repurposed it. So, something from nothing. No, it looks good. It's a fixture. Anyway, so I want to come back and talk a little bit about writing. So that's what this poem is about today. So far we've done one dispatch about David Lynch, and we've had one poem, Weathered. This is also a poem of a different nature. It's about writing, just in general. Just about the relationship between the spirit of storytelling and the writer, and just a little bit of commentary on what that means, what that is, and also how we can see that in a contemporary lens today. Before I begin, I just want to talk a little bit about, as we say, this week's parasha. Not really parasha, but let's just say my commentary for this week has to do with honesty. So when you're at a coffee shop, right, and you ask for something specific, and the person who's making your coffee makes a mistake, it's the responsibility of the person who's making a coffee, once they're called out on their mistake, to then remake the coffee and apologize for their mistake. Now, some people do this, but some people do what's called doubling down. They're so ashamed and I guess unable to try to face the fact that they made the coffee wrong and had to apologize that they lie. And that doesn't create solutions. It just loses your customers. This happened to me recently as I was ordering a cortado with oat milk because I'm lactose intolerant. So I'm at the coffee shop, it's early in the morning, I'm getting coffee before work, and the guy makes it with regular milk, and I try it, I'm like, oh, this is regular milk. And he says, no, it's oat milk. I said, okay, so I go, I try it again, I walk away, I'm like, oh, no, this is regular milk, I know what that is. So I go back to him, and then he pulls out the bottle from the fridge that he used, and he says, this is what I used this bottle right here. And then I'm like, okay, this guy's definitely high, because I look at the bottle and the rim, the safety pin there, the safety rim, is still on the bottle, so it was never even cracked open. But I've already spent way too much time with this guy, and I told him already twice, and he just doesn't seem to understand whether or not, I don't know, whether it's the combination of being high and not wanting to take responsibility, or being lazy, whatever. It's just stupid. You make the coffee. And so the lesson today is be honest, kids, because the more you get into a habit of being honest, the more you will be honest. The more you get into a habit of lying, the more you will lie. So there you go. Now, today's poem is called To Receive and Fuse. The pen hits the paper in an oversimplified tradition. Miles of thought come into motion over a sacred mission that can't be bred nor baked into newborn fever, but simply wrestled with like a butcher in his old meat cleaver. Or Jacob and the angel, if we were to get divine. It's a lion tamer's strength one must have with the wild. In our times, yes, it is oversimplified. To call oneself a writer means to wrestle with the mind. At peace, in chaos, with what it is to be. To be a writer is to inject ink into shrieks. Boiling points of molten ooze bursts from the brain, raw, until the cartridge empties, and so it drains. The work is sometimes specific, sometimes a flame. But what remains is tradition, gifted like grain. There's a knock at my door, every morning dew. It's my choice whether to answer, to receive, and fuse. That's what we have for today. I thank you very much for taking the time to enjoy. I think I'm going to be doing some shorts. Maybe I'll take clips here and there and we'll put them online. YouTube Shorts, Instagram. Substack is going to be coming out soon. Also, I hope you enjoyed the intro. Let me know what your thoughts are on that. And so thanks for tuning in. I'll see you at the next one. Big Zint and take care.